Off the face-off, controlled by Saratoga. Eric Rubin with it. Big defenseman, skates across the red line, dumps in the Massena zone. It's going to go right on, and Mike Northrup picks it up, circles behind his own net. Lost the puck. Bounces away to the side of the net. Gerard is back checking. It comes to Mike Santamore. Santamore dumps it in behind the Massena net. Park after it there. He can't come up with it. It's Mike Payne. Payne along the boards has it taken away, and the Raiders move it out. Chaz Hearn ahead to Jeffrey Slack, and he backs in the zone. But apparently there's a problem with the clock as the time never started.
The officials for this afternoon's game, Mike Eggleston and Charlie Pitts, are working the game, and Mike's down at the timer's box right now, and it's at Mr. Meacham down on the clock down there.
They're running off a few seconds now. They got it to start, and I think we're all set now. They're going to run off probably about 20 seconds or so, maybe even a little more than that.
That sounds about right, 20, 25 seconds. But right off the bat, the Blue Streaks, and they're going to face off at center ice. Got the puck deep in the Raiders' end. I'm sure this is what they want to do, force that defense into turnovers, and they force one right off the bat.
And like Bobby says, they got 3 or 4 different systems of forechecking they use. And here we go again. They dump it in the Massena zone. Chaz Hearn after it. Nathaniel Spatafor in the nets, and that's one thing, one bright spot for Massena this year has been the goaltending. Puck squirts free. Right in front, here's a shot. Spads makes the save and holds on right off the stick of Mike Payne as he was probably, 10 feet away?
Yeah, didn't have much room, and Nathaniel held his ground on the post and took everything away and just stayed square to the shot, and good save. Coming into the game, Nathaniel has got a 4.32 goals against average with a .880 save percentage. He's given up 18 goals and 150 shots.
Face off left side in the Massena zone. Off the draw, Power wins it back to Chaz Hearn. Hearn in behind the net, gets tied up by Payne, and he still battles for it. Power in there helping. Hearn comes away with it, has a stick lifted. Around the boards it goes to Robidoux. Robidoux back to Power. Power flips it in behind the net for Ian Francia. Francia looks the other way, moves it ahead. Whitcup trickles it ahead to Power. Power moves it down the sideline, has it taken away. Following up on the play, Whitcup, and he's upended. Puck comes to Francia and by him into the Massena zone. Now there's a foot race. Mike Payne after it along with Hearn. Throws a check. The puck squirts free. Here's Payne with it trying to center, but Francia blocks the pass. Dumps it back on the other side. Chaz Hearn after it. Hearn, ooh, big check. Nice play by Hearn. But the clearing pass hit the official. Here's a shot and they score.
Oh, that's a bad break, and you're right, exactly. The Raiders were, defenseman was going to put it up to the strong side wing, and it hit the referee right on the skate and caromed right out in the slot. Nathaniel Spatafor, like everyone else, really surprised because he figured that puck's going up the strong side to his left wing, and it hit the official skate, came right to the guy in the slot, and he made no mistake. Aaron Cowanson, and the Streaks get on the board early at the 13:36 mark.
Cowison getting the goal, O'Connor getting 1 assist, and Payne. So it goes to the line. Cowison from O'Connor and Payne, and that was a bad luck goal.
Yeah, it was. And that's things, things go bad. They really go bad. If any kind of luck at all, but that was a tough break. Raiders played it well. They had everyone in position, and the defenseman was playing it up to the wing and put it along the boards. They're going to clear the zone. Hit the official skate and right out to Cowanson. He was standing about halfway down the right face-off circle, halfway down, and it was on his stick, and he just one motion did it right along the ice, and it really surprised Nathaniel Spatafor.
Now the official is over there by the Massena bench. I'm not sure what's going on.
Dave O'Connor and Chris Payne pick up assists on that. Boy, I'll tell you, that's an awful generous. I don't know. That puck was passed by the Raider defenseman.
That's it went off the official skate, and those other 2 guys didn't even touch it.
Oh, I don't understand that assist. Assists.
Anyway, it should be an unassisted goal. Doesn't matter. Here comes Saratoga right back the other way. Dumping it off the skate. Here's a shot. Bounces right in front, and finally it's cleared. Josh Leduc. He moves it along the boards, has it taken away. Comes in behind, right in front, and it's knocked away again. Puck comes wide, picked up there, and the long head man out to center ice. Leduc trying to gather it in on the pass from Tad Engstrom. Comes back to the blue line. Rochford dumps it into Saratoga territory. Headman gets just out to center ice. Leduc picks it up again and dumps it deep in Blue Streak territory. Payne stops it. That's the goaltender. Payne stops it behind the net. It's flipped around the boards by the defense, and out to center ice it comes. Doesn't get quite out of the zone, though. Here's Jeffrey Slack with it. Circles by 1. Slack takes it in the corner, looks to center it, And, well, the Massena forward didn't even know where it was, Tad Engstrom, and right back come the Streaks. Mankey's trying to back check, squirts the puck away, back out to center ice. Slack didn't see it coming, and it's dumped back into the Massena zone. Here comes Tim Ream with it. Drop pass, poke checked out to center ice by Massena. Dumped back in the zone, delay offsides. Streaks control, or Streaks clear, rather. Mike Northrup rips it around the boards. Trying to move it ahead. Dumps back in behind the net. David Park trying to get a piece of it. He can't. They got a man right in front, but they can't get it to him. Now it pokes free. Into the slot. Here's a shot. It's blocked. And the Raiders, Slack picking it up. Leaves it for Northrup. Rips it around the boards for Mankey's. Mankey's poke checked away. And right in front goes to the side of the net again. And finally it's cleared to the corner by the Raiders. Mankey's. Here's Mankey's. Bangs it ahead. Doesn't clear the zone. Comes to the blue line. They dump it in front. And it's going to just trickle in on Spatafor, and he'll jump on it and hold on for the faceoff. Really heavy pressure by Saratoga.
Oh, that line of Tim Rain at center and Mike Payne on the right side and Mike Santamore. That's Coach Santamore's son. They were just awesome out there. And Mike Santamore, he's big, 6'2", 200 pounds. He flattened Andy Girard in front of the net, which, you know, Andy's small. But then he took on Jeffrey Slack in the corner and simply flattened him. He was just a force out there.
1-0. Saratoga leads. 11:46 left in the first period on the Corky's Collision scoreboard. Off the draw, here's a quick shot, goes up over the net. Comes to Chaz Hearn. Hearn bangs it ahead to the blue line, and it does not get out of the zone. And it still finally does trickle out. Hearn flips it ahead. Whitcup, he's got some skating room. Here's Whitcup with a bus in, his shot. Ooh, nice save. Good shot. Nice save by Mark Payne, and Massena's first good chance of the game.
Good opportunity for the Raiders. The Saratoga defenseman, Peter DeLoria, got caught up. He got out of position, pinched to the strong side, watching the play. The Raiders gained possession here in the neutral zone, threw it across ice to Whitcup going down that left side, and he got off a good shot.
Robidoux will take the face-off too. Oh, man, a quick shot by Power just wide. Comes back to Francia at the point. Francia dumps it in behind the net. Robidoux goes after it in the corner. Here's Robidoux with it. Bangs it in behind. Picked up by the Streaks. Robidoux gets it back again. His shot! Save made by Payne. And he holds on. Good shift by this line for Massena. Two good chances.
And again, number 22, that's Matt Robidoux beginning to shoot the puck. I like to see that. Again, we talked about it last night. He had that tendency trying to get in too deep, one extra move, and he's shooting that puck 30, 35 feet, winning these draws too. He set up Scotty Power in that last face-off right on the tape.
Face-off right side in the Saratoga zone. Robidoux wins it, goes to Power. Power can't get the shot, turns it around, deflected in front. Whitcup right on the rebound. They bang at it, and Payne jumps out and covers it up. And Whitcup continues to be snake bit. He had the puck right in front of the net and fired it right at Payne.
And so did Robidoux, but it all started again with Robidoux winning the draw. And I'll tell you, a good sequence right there. Whitcup and Robidoux, excellent opportunities, but they having trouble beating Mark Payne.
If we could get a full game of this, the Raiders might be in business.
Hey.
Face off right side in the corner. Power has it knocked away, and it's out to center ice. Here come the Streaks. Down the ice it goes. It's Cicchini. Cicchini goes wide left side. Fell. And the Raiders turn it back. Power the other way. Here comes Scotty Power leading the attack. Dumps it right on. And the save made by Payne as the Raiders want a line change, I believe. No, they're going to got partial line change as the puck comes to Leduc. Leduc back to the point, but it's poke checked out to center ice. Here's Francia dumping it right back in the Saratoga Streak zone. Ahead it goes to center ice. Leduc trying to throw a check. He missed. And the puck dumped deep in Massena territory again. Stopped behind the net by Spatafor. Picked up there by the Raiders and out, but not out of the zone. Dumped back in behind. Poke check. Spatafor. They got a man breaking. Goes right in front of the net, and the puck trickles in behind again. Steve Smith along the boards to Leduc. Leduc throws a check. Smith throws a check. The puck squirts free. They got a man in behind the net as they move it around in the slot. The shot. Where is it? Spatafor doesn't know, but it's cleared in the corner. Here's another shot. Spatafor gets a piece of that. Puck bounces in behind, and we have a whistle. We're going to have a hand pass on Saratoga, and they'll move the face-off outside. Again, if they get it deep, can they ever forecheck?
They can, and the goaltender thought there was a delayed penalty. He came to the bench, but just an excellent job by Paul Rocheford back-checking as he tied up number 14 for the Blue Streaks, Mike Payne, as he went to the net. Rocheford went back with him. The Blue Streak defenseman won the puck behind the net, threw it out in front, but Rocheford, good back-checking job, good defensive zone coverage.
Face-off will come outside the Massena zone after the hand pass. Ream will face off against Rocheford. Or no, wait a minute. Oh, that's going to be
there is
Ted
a
Engstrom.
penalty. There is a penalty on the play. Yeah, Buffum's.
Buffum gets an interference call, and Streaks go on the power play. Puck is dumped by Massena down the ice. That was Jeremy Buffum's first shift in 2 games.
Yeah, he didn't see the ice last night.
And here comes Saratoga on the power play. It was an interference call. Raiders steal it. Park flips it ahead to the streak line. Comes back to Massena line in the zone. Here comes Ream, his shot right across the goal mouth. Chris Payne after it there, back to the point. Here's a drive from the point, through traffic, deflected. Where is it? Right in front. It's still free, and they score. Spatafor couldn't get a glove on it, and a power play goal for Saratoga makes it 2-0 on the Corky's Collision scoreboard.
And I think that's going to be Mike Sanamore will pick it up. We'll wait and see. He was fending off defenders in front, shedding them left and right. They couldn't knock him out of there. We mentioned how big he is, and he just positioned himself 2 or 3 whacks at it. There was another blue shirt in there, but we'll wait and see. I think 16 is going to get the goal. But again, the shot from the point, low shot, rebound, couldn't control, and too many guys in front.
Here's Chaz Hearn with it. Hearn ahead to Slack. Slack gets by 1, gets by 2. Here's the puck, bounces back to the blue line. Hearn kicks it, trying to move it into the corner, and he does. Stopped behind the net and sticked up into the crowd by the goaltender. Mark Payne will have a face-off inside. Are they going to? They're not going to call penalty on that, are they?
I don't think so. That's 5:42, Mike Sanamore. Now, this one they give unassisted. I mean, the shot came from the point. Goaltender made the save, but we didn't gain possession, and ever after that, it was 2 or 3 swipes by the Saratoga club.
They did call a penalty on that. The goaltender stick the puck into the stands, and that can be construed as delay a game. And apparently that's what they called.
If they felt it was intentional, it could be delay the game, but I didn't think it was.
Didn't look like it.
Didn't look. Anyway, Saratoga up 2-0. Mike Sanamore unassisted. I'm gonna give. I think it was number 7, Eric Rubin. I'm gonna give him an assist because he took the shot for the point initially, and we'll just put that down. Our stats are unofficial anyway, but that's a power play goal. 5:42. Mike Sanamore from Eric Rubin.
Slack will be out, take face-off. Raiders on the power play here. Face-off left side, power aid, power play. See if we can come up with a power aid, power goal here, and the Raiders desperately need a goal.
They certainly do. Well, let's see. Who's coming? Oh, it's...
That is somebody to serve.
Oh, yeah, 34 is coming into the backs. I don't have a 34. Is that 20?
Off the face-off. Streaks control it, dump it down the ice. All right, you can bet they're going to forecheck hard on this penalty kill. Let's see what Massena can do. Robidoux drops it to Park. Park takes it behind the net. He'll start out, go to Power. Scott Power drops it to Park. Oh, nice head man. Here's Robidoux across the blue line. Back to Leduc. Leduc dumps it in behind the net. Here comes Slack after it. He overskated, and the puck dumped down the ice. Well, they moved it up pretty well that time, but once they got it in the zone, they didn't do what they wanted with it. Here comes Park moving it ahead. Headman pass goes to Slack. Slack dumps it deep. Payne comes out of his net to play it in the corner. Slack cruising in. It goes by him to the blue line and down the ice again. Spatafor stops it behind. 2-0, Saratoga leading. Headman pass comes to Slack. Slack flips it in the zone, intercepted, dumped to center ice, and it goes off Steve Smith's skate and then back into the Massena zone. Smith, headman, Power, trying to dump it down the ice. It went too far. That's going to be an icing on Massena. With no, they wave it off. And Saratoga picks it up and dumps it to the Massena blue line. Smith, headman, Mankeys, he's got Leduc with him, takes it across. Here's Mankeys into the corner. In behind the net, has it knocked away. We got 3 guys open, and Mankeys takes it into the corner and gets tied up, and down the ice it goes.
And no one in scoring position, Jerry. You got to get, when you've got possession, you've got to have a white shirt in that scoring area.
Okay. Puck poke checked away, and into the zone it goes. Massena territory, bodies flying around. It's going to come to Cowison right across the goal mouth. Chris Payne rather, picks it up. His pass deflects off a skate and trickles down the zone. Here comes Leduc chasing in, but he's not going to get there in time. Duffy picks it up. And there's going to be an interference call on Saratoga. Oh, boy. Leduc was trying to get to the puck, and he kind of just ran into the Saratoga player. And they're going to call him for interference, the Saratoga player. That's Eric Rubin.
Well, if this sets the tone early on here, we may be in for a penalty-filled game. I hope we're not, but I hope they let the kids play hockey. But that was another one of those tic-tac-toe calls. And Raiders, again, back on the power play. Not too successful on that first one. Let's see if they can up a notch. They're only 11%, 4 for 36, 4 for 37, actually, now, coming in after that first attempt. But
Saratoga leading here 2-0. We're in the first period. Off the draw. Raiders trying to move it through, but it's clear to the blue line. It just crawls back out. Delay offsides, but it's dumped anyway. And David Park comes after it. Here's Park in his own end. Steps by check. Starts it ahead. Goes to Whitcup. Whitcup back to Park. Park flips it to Smith. Smith dumps it in the zone. Bounces in behind. The goaltender, Payne, is going to flip it around the boards to Mike Payne. He moves it ahead to the blue line. Park keeps it in. Oh, he almost, yeah, I guess he did keep it in. He did. Here's Whitcup. He's got room. Gets a shot. Save made. The rebound bounces in front. They bang at it. In the net. It's in. It's a goal. The Raiders get a goal on the power play, and it's 2-1, and the goaltender, Mark Payne, is incensed, but they called it a goal, and it crossed the line. Yeah, we could see it perfectly from up here, and the Raiders get one back here in the power play, and it's 2-1.
And that's going to be number 23, Paul Rochefort, that's going to get that goal, I'm sure. I'll tell you, he was like a banty rooster in there battling tooth and nail. Payne made the initial save, lost it. Rochefort took another shot. Payne made the save, and then it bounced. The third time he whacked at it, it just off the pad, off the post, and just over the line. That's Raiders needed that one in a big way. That'll go as a power play goal.
Rochefort gets the goal from Whitcup. Whitcup took the initial shot, and Rochefort went after the rebound and just kept banging at it, and it finally crossed the goal line, and it's 2-1 in favor of Saratoga. And the puck bounces up off the ice surface into the Saratoga bench, and the Raiders will have a face-off inside Saratoga territory. 6:24 left in period number 1. And on the Corky's Collision scoreboard, Saratoga leads Massena 2-1.
And that is Paul Rochefort's first varsity goal wearing a Red Raider uniform. I'm sure it's a big one, and he'll remember that for a long time. Rochefort from Whitcup at the 8:27 mark.
Power takes the face-off back to the point. Francia, he flips it in the corner for Robidoux. Matt trying to snake it down, but it bounces over his stick around the boards and into the other corner, and it's out to center ice. Comes to Chaz Hearn. Hearn flips to Robidoux, and Robidoux missed it entirely. They wave off the icing, though. Puck comes around the boards. Robidoux in the corner. Power gets tied up. It's picked up right there by Coppernall, and he flips it right in front of his own net, but the defenseman's got it and moves it out to center ice. Comes to Hearn at the Massena line. Hearn circles back, looking up ice. Bangs it ahead. Man, he almost had it intercepted, and now it is, and dumped back in Massena territory. Here's Francia with it. He'll leave it for Whitcup as he picks up some forechecking pressure. Whitcup to Power. Power bangs it out to the blue line and out to center ice. Back in the zone, right back out again on the stick of Whitcup. He flips it. It rolls into Saratoga territory. As Eric Rubin comes back, he'll drop it on the other side for Mark Duffy. Duffy's headman doesn't get out. Here's Robidoux. Matt Robidoux turns around, right in front of Power. Power shot! Oh, save made by the goalie, as it may have been a little high anyway. Now it's Gerard back to the shot. Here's deflected in front. They bang at it again, and it's Power trying to come up with it. He can, and it's out to center ice and dumped into the Massena zone. Some good chances for the Raiders.
Oh, they got to angle those blades.
Intercepted pass, Gerard Francia, and we have a whistle. We're going to have matching minors, I do believe.
Just to follow through on that thought, the shot came from the point. Raiders had two guys in front screening, deflecting, but they didn't. They stopped the puck. They had the, they didn't angle the blade so the puck would jump off. And we do have just one penalty. I think it's.
I thought they called matching. I think. No.
I think it's just against
too many men. Saratoga had 6 on the ice. That plus the goalie.
One guy I haven't seen out there in red, white, and blue is sort of going is number 7. I haven't seen Brian Carroll out on the ice, and I don't know if there's a reason. If it was last night's, I have a feeling it might be that penalty he took late, or the 2 penalties he took late in the game last night. But I haven't seen 7 out there.
Too many men on the ice, and no argument at all from the Saratoga bench. And Craig Siddon, the goalie coach who's up here in the box, said they had 6 skaters and the goaltender, and that's 7. That's 1 too many. Raiders on the power play. Puck around the boards. Robidoux. Robidoux's pass intercepted, bounces free, and dumped down the ice by the Streaks. Now there's going to be a foot race for it. O'Connor gets there first. Power trying to tie him up. The puck squirts free into the circle, and is picked up by David Park. He's got that big reach, and it helps him at times like this. He leaves it for Power, gets it back again. Ahead to Robidoux. Robidoux from the red line, reefs it in the zone. Racing in after it, big Leduc. Leduc from Massena, drops it behind. Slack rather. Slack to Power at the point. Power back on the other point. Here's the drive, right on. Glove save. I'll tell you what, Payne looked next to him, but he got it with a glove and held on.
Good job by the Raiders that time. Gained the zone 17. Josh Leduc gained it, put it back to the right point to Scotty Power, and he slid it across.
To Jeremy Buffum.
Jeremy Buffum on that left side took the shot, and they had traffic in front. I think they even deflected it. The puck came up, but Mike Payne made the save. And you're going to hear that name a lot, Payne, because there are three of them, three brothers, and they'll be a Payne in the Raiders side all afternoon.
Face off right side. Inside Saratoga territory, off the draw, Duffy with it, the defenseman, rips it around the boards for Mike Payne, and he bangs it, didn't get it out of the zone, but now they do, out to center ice. Smith has it bounce over his stick, he has to come back after it with 30 seconds left in the man advantage. We've got to pick a Powerade power play winner, but we'll do that when we have a break, because Massena did score a power play goal. Here comes Whitcup with it. Nathan across the blue line, in on the off wing. Whitcup takes it deep, in behind, tries to drop it for Mankies. Mankies back in the corner. He battles for it. It's taken away and out to center ice. And Buffum goes back after it with 5 seconds. That's going to about take care of the Massena power play. Here's Mankies, can't catch up with it. Back into the Massena zone, delay offsides. Raiders clear it. Here's Rochefort with it. Ahead. And dumped by Whitcup around the boards. Payne stops it. The goaltender Payne stops it behind the net. Raiders trailing 2-1 here as the puck dumped out to center ice. Northrop to Park. Park ahead to Rochefort down the right wing. Nice headman pass Mankies. Mankies takes it wide. He's bodied out of the play. And the puck dumped in behind by Eric Rubin. Rubin over on the side to Duffy. Duffy out to center ice. Park is there. David dumps it right back in the zone. Delay outsides. Raiders clear. The puck stopped by Payne behind the net. Leaves it for his big defenseman. Moving it on the wing to Mike Payne. Payne flips it ahead. Stopped by Park. He turns it around. Dumps it in the Saratoga zone. And it's stopped again by goaltender Payne. He'll leave it for Duffy. 2-1, Saratoga leads, 2:45 left in the first period. Back out come the Blue Streaks. Long headman pass. Here comes Mike Payne. He's just upended by Francia. Looked for a penalty, might have been one, but no call. Now the puck in the zone. Francia again, flips it on the wing, trying to get it to Tad Engstrom. Knocked away and down the ice it goes. Here comes Francia. Francia skates out of the zone, flips it ahead. Picked up there, Engstrom to Leduc. Josh gets by one. Here comes Leduc right in front, and it's intercepted at the last second by Tim Dion, the defenseman. And out to center ice they come again. Saratoga into the Massena zone. It goes off Coppernall's stick, picked up by Chaz Hearn. Hearn turns it around, trying to get it back to the point, kept in there by Dion. He flips it behind the Massena net. Hearn again. This time he'll go to Engstrom. Engstrom just backhands it, and a hit up in the Massena bench. And we'll have a face-off. And again, the first period has been kind of Massena this year, Coach. They played well in first periods.
Well, we said at the top of the show, we thought they'd try to play tough and not let Saratoga come out strong, but they did. They gave up 2 goals. No, are they going to wilt? No, they've come right back here, got that big power play goal, and are playing a good first period.
Off the face-off, just inside the Massena zone. Puck, where is it? It's out to center ice. Robidoux. Robidoux gets by one. Has it knocked off his stick, gets it back again. Robidoux turns it around, backhands it to the Saratoga line. They bang at it, comes to the Massena line. Ian Francia. Francia looks, long headman pass. Poke checked into the zone. Right there picked up by the defenseman Deloria. Back out to center ice, back into the zone it goes, offsides, as Power had never gotten out of the zone when he touched it.
One thing I do believe with this type of forecheck, basically most of the time they're sending one man and holding the wings, and that's helping the defense out immensely here. They're cutting down on those odd man rushes. They're slowing up those forwards if Saratoga dumps it in, the wings, Massena wings are slowing down their wings, allowing Massena defensemen to get back there without being pressured.
Off the face-off, puck dumped to the Massena line. Into the zone it goes. Hearn after it, flips it ahead, not out of the zone. Puck bounces in front, comes back to the blue line. Dumped into the corner. Hearn throws a check. The puck comes to Payne behind the net. Looks for a man in front, but it's wide. Francia flips it by one. Has it poked away. Comes back in behind the net again. Where is it? Right in front. and it comes bouncing free. Whitcup, he'll start it out the other way for Massena. Headman pass. Robidoux. Here comes Robidoux across the blue line. Robidoux turns it around, lost his edge, centers it, but nobody there for Massena. And back the other way comes the Blue Streaks, and they'll shoot it from center ice. And we're down to 50 seconds left in the period. Steve Smith with it. Off the boards, out to center ice. Jeffrey Slack on the off wing. Slack's headman goes in the zone, and I think that'll be it. No icing called. And they're making wholesale changes as the puck down the ice. This time it's going to go right through the crease. But
Close.
They call icing. I guess it wasn't in the crease.
But a good first period. The Raiders are trailing 2-1, but I'll tell you, we talked about intensity and not hanging it up, and they got down early, quick, 2-0. But boy, they've battled back, and you can just feel you can feel it all the way up here. The spark and the defense are playing good defensive position in their own end. The defense are moving the puck. Just a very, very good first period for Massena, although they trail on the scoreboard 2-1.
Face off left side. Inside Saratoga territory with 34 seconds left. Gerard will take the draw off the face-off. Saratoga wins it. It comes to Rubin. Rubin moving it on the wing out to center ice. Slack intercepts and lost it. Gets it back again. Flips it ahead. Comes to the Massena line. Into the zone it goes. Back after it is Buffum. Buffum ties up his man. The puck sits there. They battle for it. Goes to the side of the net. And it's picked up by Saratoga. Moving it along the boards. They dump it in behind. 10 seconds left. It's picked up by Menkes. Menkes off the glass and out to center ice. Heads up play. Slack trying to come up with it, but the defenseman gets there first. 2 seconds, 1 second. Buffum just slides it down the ice. And the period will end with Saratoga leading on a score of 2-1, but not a bad first period for the Massena.
Had a few things to say to their club between they're not going to give us this game. We have to get out there and earn it.
Off the face-off, puck trickles in the Massena zone. And there's a foot race after it, and coming up with it is Mike Northrup in the corner. He gets tied up and falls down, as does the Saratoga player. Puck bounces around the other side and comes right to Slack out front. He headmans it to Menkes. Menkes down the left wing, takes it into the zone, right back out to center ice again. And Northrup has it poked away. After it is Park. Park can't catch it. It bounces in front to Northrup. He takes it behind the net, around the boards to Slack. Slack trying to clear the zone, doesn't quite clear it. We've got a hit from behind. I didn't see it.
Neither did I.
And neither did Bobby Santamore.
And he's irate. He's up, and Bobby Santamore's a pretty low-keyed guy, but he's not too happy right now. And I didn't see that one either. That's who is it coming in the box? Is that number 7?
I believe.
We'll turn around and
that's who it is.
Eric Rubin.
He was the recipient of the other one last period. That interference call that was right on the edge.
One of the things the Raiders, but right in this last second, they're going up the ice past to young Steve Menkes on the side. He was being rubbed off just outside the blue line. What he's got to do is get that puck, don't lose it there. Don't turn it over there. Let the flow go the other way. If you can't beat that defenseman, get it deep into the zone. You've got all your forwards breaking that way. That's one thing those young forwards have to learn. And you can't always carry the play in successfully. You can't always carry it in and make a fancy play. Sometimes you just have to dump it in there.
Face off. Controlled by Massena. Comes to Buffum. He skates out of his own end. Just barely got it out to Robidoux. Robidoux over to Power. Here's Power dumping it in the zone. Puck in behind the net after Eustace. He rips it around the boards, trickles out to the blue line, comes to Robidoux. Robidoux centers right in front. They bang at it, and it's just wide. Good chance. Nice pass by Robidoux. Puck comes to Josh Leduc. Poked away from him. Power comes after it in the corner. Scott Power with it, takes it into the circle, goes back to the point, gets it back again. Backs. Here's threw it away. Power gets it right back off the stick. Takes it, moves it in front. Short side shot. He fired it wide, and it's going to go all the way around the boards. Robidoux backhands it, but it's not going to get it and stay in the zone. It's out to center ice. Here comes Mike Payne with it. He's got a man breaking in front. Oh, nice save by Spatafor, or Massena almost gave up a short-handed goal. Here comes Power with it. Headman pass. Down the ice it goes. Buffum. Buffum carries it across, looking to set up the power play. Bangs it around to Slack, around behind the net. Here's Slack at the 45. Back to Robidoux. Robidoux. Cross-ice pass. Here's Buffum. Can't get the shot off, and it's knocked away and out to center ice. He wound up, and then something happened.
He's got to step in. We'll pick up on that later, Jerry. What he has to do on that.
And Leduc can't find it. That's going to be an icing call on Massena as it went by him and he didn't see it. And the face-off will move back in the Massena zone.
They've had it twice. That time it was Jeremy Buffum. Before it was Scotty Power on that umbrella playing the right side. They get the puck to him over at the almost the top of the circle. And the sea parted. The forwards were out covering the point man. He has to step in that seam, step right in and go to the net until he meets some opposition. If not, you walk right in and take the shot. He's waiting out there. They've got to create something and step in that opening.
9 seconds left in the power play. 13:06 in the period. It's 2-1 on the World of Color scoreboard for Saratoga. Chris Payne out to take the face-off. And it's going to be Paul Rochford or Massena. Off the draw, puck. Here's a shot knocked down to the blue line, out to center ice. Dumped back in the zone. And after it is Chaz Hearn. Hearn for Massena, looks up ice. Flips it on the wing, and the penalties elapse. Here's Rochford, lets it go through. It's intercepted, dumped back in the Massena zone. That'll be icing. Nope, they wave it off. And Francia after it. They did call it.
Well, slow, he must have heard your call, Jerry, because the first official right there didn't make the call. The back official had you.
And Bobby Santamore standing right up on the puck board.
They're not too happy at all. And not happy. He's probably not happy that he doesn't feel his club is playing up to what they're capable of. And he said they've had problems with that this year, playing to the level of the competition. And they do usually get up here when they come to the North Country.
Off the face-off, puck in behind. Eric Rubin with it, rips it around the board. Saratoga zone, out to center ice. Hearn is there, flips it right back to the line. Menkes takes it across. Wide right side, goes by Rubin. Here's Menkes, behind centers right in front. Oh, crashing the net was Whitcup, couldn't get a stick on it. Rochford now flips it back to Menkes. Menkes right back in the corner. Rochford in, Whitcup. Whitcup trying to go back in front. Goes to Hearn, he whacks at it, knocked away and out to center ice. Ian Francia back after it. And he's got some trouble there. Francia gets by a check, rips it along the boards, and Whitcup moves it ahead, gets it back again. Here's Whitcup. Headman, Rochford can't catch up. Back out to center ice, goes off a stick. And here comes Payne. Chris Payne takes it in the zone. Nice pass. Here is a chance in front. Great move. Here's a shot. Saved by Spatafor. Puck sits on the side of the net. Back to the shot. Here's another shot fired wide. Dave O'Connor made a great move, undressed the Massena defenseman. Here's a bouncer right in. Spatafor makes the save. Rochford picks up the loose puck. Flips it around the boards, comes to Menkes. Menkes kicks it in behind. Here's Menkes, moving it in behind the net. Flips it along the boards, bounces to the blue line, not out of the zone, now it trickles out to center ice. And here come the Raiders. Rochford had to go off his skate. Dump back out to center ice, back inside Saratoga territory as wholesale changes being made here. Blue Streaks pick it up, don't clear the zone. Kept in by Girardi, lost it. Here's the shot, goes wide. Picked up, here's another shot, hits the side of the net, taken by Tad Engstrom. Puck in behind, bounces along the boards. Girard trying to come up with it, he can't. Back the other way, here comes Coppernall. Coppernall, backhander, goes way up over the net into the corner. And it's Mike Northrup after it along the boards, banging for it there, along with Tad Engstrom. Puck goes in the corner. They battle for it, and it's poked free. Picked up there. And around the boards, it's still in the circle, back to the point. Here's a shot. No, they pass it over. Here's the shot. Save made. Spatafor, the rebound, goes behind the net. They bang at it. Side of the net goes into the corner. Northrup after it. Northrup comes up with it, flips it along the boards. And he's going to get a holding call. Ooh.
He upended the Saratoga player, kicked his feet out from under him. I'll tell you, Jerry, a super save by Nathaniel Spatafor just a second ago. And you know, when you do that, when the goaltenders make saves that you're not supposed to, that could be a big boost if they can withstand this pressure right here. But Dave O'Connor went in. He didn't beat the defenseman. He beat Nathan Whitcup, was a forward back. That's what he walked right around him, went in, put a great move on Spatafor, but Nathaniel just outguessed him. Just a great save. And just after that, he made another big save. So two key saves.
Still 2-1 on the World of Color scoreboard. Off the faceoff, Raiders down the ice it goes. Havoc. He's out there along with Rochford. Rochford gets a piece of it, but it trickles away out to center ice. Rochford can't quite come up with it. Here comes the Streaks. They move it back to the blue line. Here's the drive from the point. Spatafor makes the save. That shot taken by Phil Eustace, and we're down to 1:03 left in the power play. World of Color scoreboard says 2-1 Saratoga with 10-12 left in the second period.
Chris Payne gained the zone on the left side, put it back to Eustace, and he stepped down from the left point. But again, a 40-footer, fairly hard shot, but no one screening Spatafor, no problem on the save.
Off the face-off, puck in the circle. And it's cleared to the blue line and out to center ice by Steve Smith. Here comes Leduc trying to chase it down. He can't come up with it. Bounce back to center ice. They bang at it there, buff him, and he fired it right into Gerard's equipment. Here's a chance in front. Shot save. And another big save by Spatafor. Puck comes along the board, still in the zone. Leduc battling for it, and he looks to tie it up. The puck's still free. Finally, the whistle blows. And with 38 seconds left in the power play, we'll have a face-off. Another great save by Spatafor.
Big save, number 21, Tim Ream, came in on that right side. He went around the defenseman right in and tried to go backhand upstairs, top left, but Nathaniel Spatafor got that big left hand up there. Big save. Hits about 3 or 4 right in a row here to keep the Raiders within 1, and that's what you need. I tell you, that's they're playing with some intensity.
Right back out is Angstrom on the face-off. Won by Saratoga. Here's a blast from the point. It goes off Hearn. He didn't see it. They try to center it. Into the corner it goes. Hearn again. Back after it is Santamore. Moves it back to the point. That's Duffy at the point. At the 45, they get a man free in front. Shot, he fired it wide. That was Mike Payne. Puck dumped in behind, about 15 seconds left in the power play. Short side shot. Here's a break in front. They pass the puck around. In behind the net it goes. Finally, it's cleared around the boards by the Raiders. Picked up by Angstrom, and he'll carry it out of the zone. Here's Tad Angstrom with it. Makes his move across the blue line. Lost the puck, gets it back again, lost it again to the defenseman Duffy. Duffy flips it along the boards to Tim Ream. Winds up. His shot goes way over the net. Puck along the boards, out to the blue line, out to center ice. Penalty as he lapsed. Here's Payne with it. Chris Payne loses it. Picked up by Northrup. He flips a nice pass ahead to Rochford. Unfortunately, Rochford was 2 steps across the blue line, and the offside's called.
Big penalty kill for the Raiders that time, and Nathaniel Spatafor hanging tough and standing tall down there. He made a couple of beauties here in this last minute to keep this game just a 2-1 score in favor of the Saratoga Blue Streaks with 8:54 left in the second period.
I'll tell you what, the longer it goes 2-1, the better off it is. Buffum off the faceoff, dumps it across for Power, trying to poke it by, but it's knocked away and trickles into the Massena zone. Smith lost his edge, loses the puck in front, shot, they score. That's going to be Chris Coppernall.
Oh, I tell you, just a strange and a tough break for the Massena defenseman and for the Raiders. Let's see if they can pick it up from there. Saratoga dumped it into the Massena end. Massena defenseman went back, top of the face-off circle, left face-off circle. No one around him, and he just lost his edge. Feet went out from under him. The puck came free, and Coopernall, or was it Coopernall?
Yep.
Picked up the loose puck and went in and fired a bullet by Nathaniel Spatafor up over the glove side. But a real tough break. Oh, boy.
Off the face-off. Massena trailing 3-1 now. Dumped out to center ice. So Coppernall gets the goal. Francia picks it up, dumps it in the Saratoga zone. Deloria's there, flipping it around the boards. Comes out to the blue line and out to center ice. Here come the Blue Streaks. Power picks it up, flips it ahead, and it just trickles across the blue line. Inside Streaks territory, they pick it up, dump it to the Massena line. Here comes Cicchini across the blue line, winds it up, shot save, rebound, sits in front, and it's cleared. It comes to Whitcup. Whitcup's head man gets out to center ice, dumped right back in the zone. That third line doesn't see much ice time, and they're not out there very long as they change lines again. Here come the Raiders. Puck poked away, comes to Hearn. Chaz with it, moves it ahead. Whitcup feeds Power. Power takes it across and tries to center it to Robidoux. Robidoux in the corner, flips it behind the net. Puck around the boards. Robidoux can't get it, but it goes to Francia at the blue line. Francia flipping it right toward the middle, then it's dumped down the ice. That'll be icing call against Saratoga, and the faceoff will move back inside Saratoga territory. 7:34 left, second period. It's 3-1 for the Blue Streaks on the World of Color scoreboard.
Raiders have to reach down and just, again, pull that chin up. Don't let that, was a tough goal. You won't see that again, and you watch another 100 games, but Let's see if they can battle through that. That 6:19, the time of that third Saratoga goal. Chris Coppernall picking up the unassisted goal.
Off the faceoff, puck goes in behind the net, picked up there by Dion. Dion has his pass intercepted by Mankies, but Payne follows up to the blue line and out to center ice, somehow kept his skates. Here's Payne just dumping in the Massena zone. David Park picks it up, over skates, it goes right in front of the net, then it's cleared by the Massena defense in the corner. Slack picks it up and bounces it to center ice. Mankies is there. Here's Mankies, across the blue line, has it poke checked away by the defenseman, comes out to the blue line, out to center ice, right back inside. Massena's way offside, so they'll have to wait. And the defenseman, Dion, takes it in the Massena zone. He's taken out of the play. Puck comes to Park behind the Massena net. Park takes it by one. Here's David Park with it, skates it ahead, looking for the forward. He gets knocked down. The puck bounces free, back in the zone it goes. Delay offsides, Raiders control. Headman goes to Mankies again. Here's Mankies by one. Stops, over skates, comes back with it, flips it in the zone. Comes right back out to center ice. And bouncing around there, it's picked up by Saratoga as they dump it in the Massena zone. Puck comes to Northrop. Northrop rips it around the boards. It's intercepted. They move it right back to the blue line. Back at the point, here's Duffy with it. He slides it along into the corner. They move it around behind the net. They got a man in front. Northrop gets a stick on it. It bounces high slot. Slack waving at it. Or I should say Mankies to Slack, and Slack bangs it off the boards out to center ice. Raiders look like they want a line change. Here comes Saratoga right back the other way into the Massena zone. Slack, he'll drop it in behind the net to Buffum. Buffum over to Northrop. Northrop on the boards, down the ice. That'll be icing against Massena. And the Raiders kind of got caught on a tough line change there, and that was probably a good move to ice it.
Well, again, yes, it was a good move. They want to get back on sync, but one of the things that keep them out of sync, and again, learned by experience, but the young Raider forward down here was a 1-on-3. He wasn't going anyplace. What he's got to do on that situation, again, he tries to make some moves. Stick handle the puck, he loses the puck, boom, goes the other way. All he has to do is dump that puck in deep into the Saratoga end and let the forechecking pattern start up.
That's where Massena's had some success. Here's Angstrom. Angstrom has it knocked away back to the Massena line. Along the boards it comes again. Here's Smith. Smith dumps it. Around the boards it goes. Payne out of his net to play it in the corner. He's got LeDuc on him, but he flips it around the boards. Angstrom is there to bother, but is poked away to the blue line out to center ice. Here comes Coppernall just dumping in the Massena zone. In behind the net it goes. Picked up there and around the boards by Buffum. His pass intercepted. In behind again, it's Gavin with it. Gavin gets tied up by two Raiders, manages to poke it free to Cecchini, and we have a whistle. And I think we got another penalty, perhaps? No, they got a man in the crease is what we have.
And this is a consolation game. Following this game, the St. Francis Red Raiders will take on the St. Thomas Aquinas Little Irish in the championship game immediately following this one. I would say going in that the Red Raiders of St. Francis would be the favorite, but Western New York, they're both Western New York clubs, one out of Buffalo, one out of Rochester.
Off the faceoff, puck poked ahead by Hearn. He moves it to Big Robidoux. Robidoux, nice move. Here's Robidoux shifting. Robidoux gets by one, and he made one too many moves that time and gave up the puck. But he's got it again. This time he cranks it, bounces in front. It's sitting in the slot. Nobody there to put a stick on it. Whitcup was there but couldn't find it. Now Whitcup in the corner, back to Hearn. Hearn cranks it up right on. Save made. And the puck picked up by the defenseman and moved. Actually, that's a forward. The puck's still in the zone, though. Now it's out to center ice. And here they come again. That's Cowison. Oh, makes a nice move, but has it knocked away. Puck's still in the zone, though, and flipped into the corner. Hearn after it. Hearn gets tied up, trying to move it ahead to Power. Power whacks at it, moves it along to Whitcup, doesn't clear the zone. Here's a drive from the point, knocked down by Whitcup, and finally Power comes out of the zone. Headman to Robidoux. Robidoux and Power. Robidoux goes wide. Robidoux looking for Power, gets him. He can't really get a good shot off. He flips it into the corner as he was pretty well tied up by the back checking forward. Oh, hard check thrown by Slack. And there's going to be a penalty. Finally the Raiders touch it. Elbow.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, that was not a good call.
I couldn't tell. All I'm saying, oh boy, the 96, that's Mike Payne, one of the Payne brothers. He, right in the neutral zone, had his head down. He was going from our side to the following side. He's going to call him elbow, and I couldn't tell if the elbow, but Captain Jeffrey Slack came with full force from the other side and had him lined up and just leveled him. And Chris Payne went down heavily, got back up, and I'll tell you, I'm not sure if what county or what state he knows that he's in. He really got drilled.
Well, the Raiders have been the recipient of some calls that went the other way, so. But that was.
It was just it was a borderline, I guess. Again, I couldn't tell if the elbow was up because I saw the backside of Payne, but he just took a devastating hit, and I hope that young man, the trainer's checking him out right now. He shook his head. He got up slowly. He's still not reacting.
That might be one that the Saratoga bench called because there was quite a reaction. Off the face-off, puck trickles along the boards. At the blue line, kept in, goes into the corner. Northrup is there, trying to just tie it up, waste a little time, but it's taken away. You got a man in front. He's going to circle and score. And that is going to be Dave O'Connor. As he came from behind the net, the seas parted. Nobody picked him up, and he went and beat goaltender Spatafor on the backhand. It's 4-1 on a power play goal.
Yeah, the Raiders had the box set up really well, and I think that's number 14, Mike Payne. It might have been. I'm not sure if it was O'Connor. We'll wait and see. But he walked right out of the corner. The box was there, and one defenseman let him go, and the other defenseman, instead of picking him up, as he stepped out in front, went and picked up a loose man, and somebody's got to pick him. He walked right out in front and beat Spatafor with a low backhander.
Northrup with a puck now. Flips it along the boards to the blue line and out to center ice. Off Gerard's stick. Comes to the Saratoga line where it's picked up there by Mike Payne. He dumps it ahead. Here's a shot. Spatafor makes the save. Puck goes in the corner. That shot taken by Santamore. And he just slides it toward the side of the net, and Spatafor will pick it up. 3:26 remaining in the second period. And on the World of Color scoreboard, it's 4-1 Saratoga.
And that fourth goal coming at the 11:09 mark. Mike Payne unassisted. And that's, that's the third unassisted goal of the 5 here this afternoon. That was on a power play.
Off the face-off, puck in the circle, and it's back to the point. Mike Duffy winds up through traffic. Good save by Spatafor. Puck along the boards to the blue line. Poke checked out to center ice by Slack. Here comes Jeffrey Slack, winding in the middle, drops it for Gerard. Gerard trying to slide it through. It's knocked away, and back the other way comes Saratoga. What do we got? We got an interference call behind the play, and that's going to go against Saratoga. And who is that? That's going to be against Kyle Redden. I think that might be his first shift out there.
He's their sixth defenseman. He hasn't seen a lot of time out there, but
I didn't see it, so I can't comment on it. Happened behind the play.
And involved, I think Steve Menkes was the recipient of the interference. I didn't see it either, but I just know Redden just was shaking his head. But Raiders, 3:05 left in the period. They definitely need a power play. That third heartbreaking goal, just kind of set them back on their heels, and then they gave up a power play goal a little later. Those two goals coming within just a little over 5 minutes from each other, a little under 5 minutes, but Raiders down by 3.
Off the face-off, Raiders on the power play. Robidoux gets it back again. He'll take it around and out to center ice. Here comes Matt Robidoux across the blue line. Robidoux takes it in the corner, drops it back. Leduc in front, and Slack can't get a stick on it. He was too well tied up by the defenseman Rubin, and it's dumped down the ice by the Streaks. Racing after David Park. Park comes in, flips it along the boards. Nobody home, picked up there by O'Connor. He loses the puck, comes to Park, headman to Slack, way by him, and it's dumped right back in the zone. Well, didn't quite make it in the zone. Now the Raiders will start to regroup here. Picked up by David Park, takes it across the red line. He'll dump it around the boards, bounces to the side of the net, picked up there by the big defenseman, and he dumps it down the ice, Rubin. And down it goes in behind the Massena net. Spatafor will play it around the boards. But in there is O'Connor bothering, and finally it's picked up by Park. Park on the stick of Slack. Slack takes it across, winds up, his shot blocked, bounces in front, picked up by Rubin again. He backhands it, bounces out to center ice. Francia, but he manages to get the puck. Francia to Power. Power has it tipped off his stick. Right back the other way comes Cowison. Cowison checked out of the play. Power picks up the puck. Power loses it. Comes to Francia, the Massena blue line. Francia fired it right into the skates of the forechecker, but coming back is Power. Flips it to the line, but it's dumped right on. That hit the goalpost. And it's picked up by Francia as a penalty as he lapsed. 1.5 minutes left in the first period. It's 4-1 Saratoga. Puck comes to Robidoux. Robidoux kicks it out to center ice. has it knocked away back in the zone to lay off sides, but the Blue Streaks clear it in behind. And it comes around the boards. Leduc trying to get it out of the zone. He does. Nice headman to Power. Here's Power. He's got Robidoux breaking. Power winds up, takes it across, fired it wide. Around the boards it goes. Mankies keeps it in, trying to get it to Leduc, but it's knocked away out to center ice. And right back come the Blue Streaks across the blue line. Here's a backhander and a save made by Spatafor. Mankies cranks it around the boards for Leduc. Under a minute to go in the period. Leduc moves it out to center ice. Leduc has it knocked away. Dump back to the blue line. Leduc again. He'll dump it, and that'll be icing on Massena. Nope. They waved it off for some reason. And the puck comes back around the boards in the Saratoga zone. They move it ahead. And out to center ice. To the Massena line it comes. Here's Tim Ream with it. He can dangle. Gets a shot off. Score! And it's 5-1 with 30 seconds left in the period. Use the Massena defenseman as a screen and beat Spatafor to the stick side.
Exactly right, Jerry. And the key was, though, that the Massena defense gave up the blue line. I mean, it was basically a 1-on-2 with a late Saratoga player coming on the far side to try to make it 2-on-2. But the Massena defense were backed in 15, 20 feet off the blue line, and the player 21, Ream, picked it up here down just outside the blue line. Gave up that blue line too easy, too soon. Oh, you've got to stand up on that blue line.
Dion picked up the assist. Off the face-off, puck dumped down inside Saratoga territory. Around the boards, Whitcup goes after it, has it knocked away. Back to the point, Buffum slides one right on. Well, actually it's wide of the net, and Mark Payne jumps out. I don't know if Massena's had hardly any shots on net at all in this period.
Sal hasn't recorded any. I'm sorry, a second ago I looked, there weren't any. They've come up with 2, but the second period woes certainly continued. They've been outscored 17-4 in the second period. That last goal coming, Tim Ream with Dion picking up the assist. As you mentioned, he used that was about a 40-footer from the right side, using the defenseman as a screen.
Off the face-off, puck out to center ice. Smith is there, flips it ahead. It goes across to Angstrom. We have a whistle. And what's the call? Offsides, I guess, with 7 seconds left.
Again, getting back to that point I was trying to make about giving up the blue line, that strong side defenseman has to be up. I mean, he doesn't have to worry. He's got a partner with him. There was wasn't an odd man rush. He's got to be up closer to that blue line. He cannot allow the opposition to gain the offensive zone that easily.
It was actually a 1-on-2 is what it was. And here they come again, 4 seconds, breaking in the zone. They drop it through the middle as the buzzer sounds. And we will go to the third period with the Blue Streaks leading at 5-1.
At the West End.
I see Brian Carroll is back. He served his penance, and so takes the face-off and wins the face-off to start the third period. Puck dumped into the Massena zone, bounces right in on Spatafor. Picked up by Northrup. He'll have to poke it ahead for Mankies. Mankies turns it around, looks to hit the wing. Slack takes it wide right side. Here's Slack, has it get away from him. We have a whistle, and somebody controlled it with a high stick, apparently.
I think it's a penalty. I think he's calling a high-sticking penalty against Saratoga.
Yep, that's what it is.
Not sure if it's going to be number... Well, it's not 16. We'll wait and see. He's coming now. Referee Charlie Pitts making a call. The Saratoga player, as most players do, not too happy. I think that's 21. Is that Tim Ream?
Tim Ream.
Yeah, he's... A sarcastic smirk to referee Charlie Pitts, saying, "Where'd you get that one from?" But the bottom line, referee Pitts saying, "All I know is that you're in the box for a minute and a half, son."
He has the final say. Of course,
it was a laugh, but that's not what he was intending.
Off the face-off, puck dumped deep in the Massena zone. Picked up by Brian Carroll. He'll start it out. Long headman pass. Slack just directs it deep in Saratoga territory. Rubin back after it. He cranks it around the boards. It'll come to Payne. He can't come up with it, though. And in behind, it's Power. Power from Massena. Back to Carroll at the 45. Back to the point to Park. Back to Carroll. Carroll bangs it in the corner to Power. Power takes it behind the net. Scott Power with it. Circles at the 45. Back to the point. Robidoux. Park. Park cranks it. Has it knocked away. And there's going to be a breakaway back the other way for Mike Payne. Payne skates in front. Shot. Fired it up over the net. And that time, the puck, here's another shot. And the puck sits in the circle. Finally, it's cleared into the corner. Robidoux says, "Where is it?" I'll tell you what, Nathaniel Spatafor outlasted him that time. He didn't really have to make a save because it was fired wide, but The Raiders gave it up at the blue line and backed the other way for a shorthanded chance.
Came within a whisker of giving up their third shorthanded goal of the year. Number 14, Mike Payne, right at the Massena offensive blue line. He just tipped it between David Park's skates and off to the races and went in on that left side. Good move, but he fired a backhander up over the top of the net.
Coming in to take the faceoff, Dave O'Connor, that big, 6'1", 205-pound forward against Whitcup. But Massena has the puck out to center ice. Still got 30 seconds left in the power play, and the puck dumped right back in the Massena zone. O'Connor will grace in after. Buffum gets there first. Here's Buffum. Gets tied up by O'Connor. Buffum stays on his feet, though. O'Connor goes down, and Buffum flips it to Steve Smith. Smith starts up. Flips it to the line, intercepted. Again, that first pass, so important. This power play is about over with, so the Raiders not generating any offense at all on the power play. Here's Josh Leduc with it. He'll rip it inside Saratoga territory. Stopped by Payne, the goaltender. He rounds the boards with a big goalie stick. Whitcup steps in front, but it's knocked away. That'll be icing as it goes down the ice against Saratoga. And the whistle blows with 12:56 and counting. We playing running time here in the third period.
We mentioned Saratoga.
There we go. They stop it now.
Being a strong club to come out of that Section 2, the Albany area, and probably their stiffest competition would be Shenendehowa down there, or trying to think of the other club that might, but they'd definitely be the odds-on favorite to come out of that section for the state semifinals. Maybe Miskayuna would be the other one.
Face-off, left side of the net, picked up there by Aaron Cowison, and he dumps it around the boards. Down the ice it goes, as Smith couldn't stop it, and it goes back into Massena territory. Around the horn, picked up by Buffum. He just flips it ahead. Cowison, though, dumps it along the boards to O'Connor, knocked away, and it's out to center ice, back in again, and we're going to have a holding call.
It's another penalty against, I think it's Saratoga, I do believe.
I think it's going to go against Redden. Maybe not.
Well, we'll wait and see. I think it's number 15 is going to step in the box, Aaron Cowinson, but second penalty in a row. But another way on that last one, the Blue Streaks killing the penalty had more scoring opportunities than Massena did. So.
Saratoga penalty number 15, Aaron Cowinson.
Holding the call on Cowison.
12:29 left in the third period. Massena on a power play.
Tim Ream coming out to take the face-off for the Blue Streaks. Raiders win it, though. Whitcup. He drops it back to Buffum. Buffum crosses to Smith. Smith ahead to Rochford. Paul Rochford dumps it in the zone, and around the horn it goes. Payne out to play it to his defenseman. Pretty cool cucumber there, isn't he? Down the ice it goes. I think they got to get a little more mustard on that puck when they fire it in the zone. Here comes Whitcup. Whitcup's head man, Smith. Smith trying to go to Rochford, but it was kind of a bouncer and it didn't get there, and now Buffum has to come back for it. Buffum flips it to Smith. Smith circles back in his own end, overskates it, then picks it up, flips it ahead to Whitcup. Whitcup takes it across left side, stops, has it knocked away, back out to center ice. Whoa, just barely stopped by Buffum, but he gathers it in and pokes it away at the blue line, and it's dumped inside Massena territory. We're down to 30 seconds on the power play. In behind the net, here comes Steve Smith. Smith, long head man, goes by everybody. That'll be icing on Massena.
I don't think the Raiders have generated a shot on this power play, and I'm looking down here. No, Sal has nothing registered. I don't think they didn't get one on the previous power play either, because so that's they're within 22 seconds of going 0 for a shot on goal on 2 power plays, and the coaching staff would not certainly be pleased with that.
No, I wouldn't say so at all. Off the face-off. Puck in behind the Massena net. And in the corner it's tied up as Francia tries to tie it up, and finally it pokes free, and it's in behind again. They battle for it, and finally it's dumped in behind the net as the penalty has elapsed. Along the boards, Raiders try to move it ahead, and we've got a couple of players out there. that haven't seen any ice time. Matt Job is out there, and Matt Murphy for Massena. And also, yeah, that's Matt Job with a puck right now. We have a whistle, and apparently a delay penalty.
Penalty against Massena, and we'll see who picks up the call. You mentioned a couple of Massena youngsters out there, Matt Job and Matt Murphy, first varsity ice time for them, and while they're out there, the Blue Streaks picked up a roughing call. I think it's, I mean Ian Francia got the call. It's going to be for roughing. I'm not sure if it's going to be a 4-minute. Now he's just tacking up a minor up there, but oh, wait a second. Yeah.
No, we have matching penalties apparently.
Got an elbowing and
that's going to go against Copernall, I believe.
Anyway, they'll be playing 4-on-4. The face-off deep in the Massena end to the left of goaltender Nathaniel Spatafor. And
penalty number 2.
Comes the call.
Chris
Copernall getting the elbow call.
Massena's penalty number 4.
Francia getting the call for Massena. Roughing. Off the face-off. Raiders move it ahead. Murphy. Or Sidden rather, flips it ahead. And into the zone it goes off the stick of Steve Mankies around the boards. And out by the blue line, it trickles out to David Park. Park trying to move it ahead. That was meant for Engstrom, gets by him in the zone, and Murphy's back to pick it up. Or Sidden, rather. Sidden flips it ahead to Engstrom. Jeremy Sidden getting his first chance to play here. And now Engstrom throws a check, but ended up on his backside.
His dad, a good hockey player from Massena, goaltender, Jerry Sidden.
And Engstrom and Park go after it in behind the net, and Park comes away with it. And circles back again, has it poked away. Right in front of the net, it bounces, and Spatafor says, all right, that's enough of this. He covers it up. It's gotten a little ragged out there, Coach.
It has,
well,
but
a little more ragged than it was.
Jeremy Sidden getting into the mix as the puck came out from the side, and he went right after the Saratoga player, and they both went down, but good shift for his first varsity shift out there, and that's got to be quite a thrill for these youngsters. We mentioned Matt Murphy, Matt Job, and Jeremy Sidden called up from the taxi squad, as we like to say, and getting their first ice time.
And that's not too bad to see that happen for them. Scott Power wins the draw, back to Steve Smith in his own end, flips it ahead for Robidoux, gets by him out to center ice. Picked up there by the Saratoga D. Stolen away Power. Here comes Scotty Power. He's got Robidoux breaking for the net. Here's Power trying to slide it through, but it goes off a stick, and back the other way comes Mike Payne. His headman pass right on the tape. Here comes Tim Ream with it. He gets tied up. Puck along the boards, Robidoux. Back the other way. Robidoux passing to himself, trying to chase it down. Along the boards, poked away, following is Smith. He'll dump it deep in Saratoga territory. Puck goes in the corner now and flipped around the boards to Cowison. And out to center ice as Buffum waved at it on the way by, but it gets by him in behind the net. Steve Smith picking it up. Smith and O'Connor go together. Smith rounds the boards with it, hit the official, and the puck still in the zone. Back to the point. Here's a drive, hit somebody in the back, and his poke checked out to center ice. And Whitcup had broken his stick, otherwise it would have been a 2-on-1. Dumped back out to center ice. O'Connor has it bounce off his leg. He picks it up, shovels it in the Massena zone. Back after it is Buffum. Buffum trying to feed it ahead to Power. Power gets ridden into the boards, puck to the blue line. And right back to the point again to Redden. Redden trickles it in. Buffum looking for it. Now Smith ties it up. We have a whistle and another interference call.
We said one of the problems, Massena's...
And now we've got a unsportsmanlike. Uh-oh.
One of the...
and a misconduct.
Well, you got to let me know when you're done. So
We'll wait and see what happens. He picked up, I believe, an unsportsmanlike and then a misconduct. And that is after Massena had picked up a penalty. That is going to be Cowison, I think. Buffum picked up the Massena penalty. And what it'll be is matching minors and then the misconduct.
Misconduct, yeah, he said something out there. But, as hard as you play, you've got to score some goals out there. We talk about, only scoring 15 coming into today's game and one today. That's 16 in 8 games. This will be 9 games. Looking down at the shot chart, we haven't generated. We played 6 minutes and 40 seconds. We haven't generated a shot on goal in this period, and we've had 2 power plays. So got to get that as well as you can play in your own end, you do have to score some up at the other end, at least generate some offense, and the Raiders have been unable to do that here in this third period.
So now they're asking, the scorekeeper is asking for clarification on something. Somebody has to serve the minor. Now they're going to send whoever it is over there to serve. Who is that going to be? Number 35. Let me take a look down our roster here. Do we have a 35? Yeah, we do. Paul Fennessy. That's one of the members of the Saratoga taxi squad. They've got a rather large taxi squad. In fact, Coach Bobby Santamore was telling me last night when they played against Shenendehowa, they played 6 lines in that game. Yeah.
Just looking down what they've listed here.
And the puck along the boards, but still in there. Here's Mike Payne with it, trying to move it in front, but Slack gets a piece of it, moves it ahead to the blue line, but not out. Kept in by that big defenseman, Rubin. He's been kind of a thorn in Massena's side all day today, too. And it's in the corner, in behind the net. Centering pass, Carroll clears it, and Francia picks it up and starts it out. Ian Francia, head man goes to Chaz Hearn. Hearn flips it. It's deflected right on, and Mark Payne has to make a save and leave it in behind for Eric Rubin. He throws it away. It comes to Hearn in the circle. Hearn stick handling in the corner. He's taken heavily in the boards by Rubin. Now they battle for it. Rubin ends up on his backside. He and Hearn go together. Oh, there's going to be a penalty. Uh-oh. Rubin's going to pick up a penalty as he knocked Hearn down. After a little bit of extracurricular both ways, Rubin got the last shot, and he'll pick up the penalty.
Well, I think young Mr. Rubin was justified because he got mugged down there, both by Chaz Hearn and Jeffrey Slack, and he got drilled in the face a couple of times. The referee right there didn't make the call, and he said, well, enough of that. And he just, he grabbed the Massena player and upended him. But Raiders will go on. They'll have a power play here with 7:33. 5-1, Saratoga. What have we had in this period, Sal? How many penalties would that be?
Too many.
7 in this period? 8 in the first 2 and 7 alone in this one. But it is slowing the game down, no question, to a walk.
Of course, the championship game is scheduled for 4 o'clock. We may be able to get it on at 4. But that'll be St. Francis against St. Thomas Aquinas. And I think somebody called the timeout, perhaps Saratoga? Yep, Saratoga calls the timeout. I think Bobby Santamore and Jeff Silva want to settle them down and say, hey, we got the game in hand, stay back, don't yap at the referee. Obviously, they're not going to take anything. Just relax and finish out the 7:33. We'll get out of here without any more problems. I'm sure that's what they're saying.
I'd bet a silver dollar to a penny on that one. And again, just like Coach Bobby Santamore, look at the clock. As you said, 7:33. Heads up, clear the zone, and keep your mouth shut. Exactly right.
5-1 in favor of Saratoga on the scoreboard here. It's the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard this period. And while we have a break here, Donnie, if you're right there, I'm not sure if you're right there, but if you could update us on that Bills-Jets game, we would appreciate it if you're right there. And there's the buzzer. So apparently he's not right there. He's probably in watching it, Coach.
The Streaks led 2-1 after the first period, well played by both clubs, but broke it open with 3 unanswered goals in the second to go, 5-1, and that's where we stand here with 7:33 left in this hockey
Not
game.
a lot has happened in this third period.
No, just some trips
penalties.
to the penalty box, that's it.
And again, I'm not really, I wouldn't blame it on the skaters all that much either. Off the face-off, puck comes to Carroll. Carroll ahead to Slack. Slack takes it across in the zone, setting up in the corner. Circles behind the net. Here's Slack with a Massena 4-on-3 power play. Robidoux back to Carroll at the point. Carroll winds up his shot, blocked. And it's out to center ice. And Carroll gets a stick on it and comes up with it and flips it back ahead. It goes by Slack deep in Saratoga territory. Clear to the blue line, out to center ice. Carroll will chase it down. 10 seconds left in the matching minors and 55 in the other penalty. Under 7 to play in the third period. Here comes Scotty Power with it. Takes it across. And has it knocked away to the blue line, out to center ice. And here comes Mike Payne. Payne breaks in on the left wing side, winds it up, fired it wide, but not by much.
That was a low bullet.
Back to the Saratoga line. and the defenseman there just dumps it down the ice. Saratoga killing a penalty, we'll remind you. It's still 5-1 on the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard for the Blue Streaks. Comes to Power, Power to Slack. Slack dumps it in the zone, throws it away, back out. It comes to center ice. David Park with it. Park reefs it around the boards. It's stopped in behind by the goaltender Payne, and the defenseman flipping it around the boards, Redden. Puck comes bouncing free. Slack digging for it. Jeffrey has it knocked away, but Robidoux there to pick it up. Goes to Park. Park to Carroll. Carroll waits. Back to Park. Park winds up, fakes a shot, goes to Robidoux. Robidoux trying to stick handle by. It's in behind the net. Here's Robidoux with it. Wrap around. Can't get the backhander off. It comes back to the point. There's nobody there, and trickles out to center ice, and the penalty as he lapsed. Here's Carroll with it. Carroll off the glass, ahead to Power. Power takes it in the zone. He's got Robidoux with him, trying to get it to him. He gets tied up by Redden. Robidoux follows, takes it in the corner, flips it right in front of the net. Nobody there, and we got another whistle. A boarding call?
I think, I'm not sure what the,
or was
it
it a
penalty.
hit from behind?
I think it's a hit from behind, but we'll wait and see. But it's Saratoga is going to get the gate again. Well, I think it is a hit from behind. Again, the sheepish look of utter frustration as the Saratoga player comes to the bench, and I think that's Mr. Redden again. He's spent more time in the penalty box than he has on the ice. He's just got some ice time here in this third period. He's picked up 2 penalties.
So Raiders go back on the power play. Hadn't really helped them out at all in this period, though.
He's a big one, too. 6'1", 175, just a junior.
5:32 left in the third period. 5-1 Saratoga on the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard. Whitcup will take the draw. And I thought Cicchini was going to. Yeah, he does. He circles around. He'll take the face-off. Off the face-off, puck in the circle. Dumped down the ice. And down it goes. In behind. Picked up by Mike Northrup. Northrup's going to leave it for Whitcup. Back to Northrup. Northrup flips it ahead to Rochford. Paul Rochford turning it around, takes it across. Here's Rochford dropping back to Sidden. Sidden, there's a man right in front, and they try to get it to him, but Rochford couldn't, and it's dumped down the ice again. And that was Northrup, who had crept in from his point position, wide open in the high slot. Now the Raiders with a problem as Sidden was upended, but the puck stays wide, and Rochford will pick it up and move it ahead. Feeds Whitcup. Here comes Whitcup with it. Whitcup kind of go wide, he does. Here's Whitcup in front. Looks to knock it free, but it's taken away by the defense again and dumped down the ice. And we're down to 35 seconds in the power play, 4.5 in the period. Back after it is Sidden again. Jeremy Sidden. Head to Whitcup. Whitcup looks up ice. He's got Rochford. Tries to feed it. It's too far. And right back it comes into the Massena zone. Big O'Connor after it. Pokes it by. Here's O'Connor in front. And he takes it too wide, too far. He was going to wrap it around. Side of the net, the whistle blows. For what reason, I don't know, as the puck was still free. And we'll have face-off as we have 4:17 remaining in the third period.
And the Raiders within 15 seconds of going 0 for 3 on the power play.
Oh, they got one in the first period.
Well, I am
not in this period.
Goals. I'm just talking shots.
Oh, okay.
0 for, yeah, they haven't, again, unofficially, but looking down at the score sheet here. So
haven't generated any offense at all.
Not a shot on goal.
And they've had a lot of power plays in this period. Face-off in the Massena zone. Off the draw, puck sits in the circle. Finally, it's poked back and picked up and flipped ahead by Chaz Hearn. Here comes Massena dumping it. Tad Engstrom. Puck bounces to the blue line. Francia dumps it in the zone, but the Raiders are offside. The penalty is elapsed, and they did. They had 3 power plays and did not generate a shot on net. That's going to be icing against Saratoga as a penalty had elapsed, and they dumped the puck. 3:55 remaining, third period on the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard, 5-1. The Raiders, imagine, are going to have a hard practice on Monday. What do you think, Coach?
Well, I'm sure it is, but this coaching staff, they believe in this club, and as long as the youngsters believe in themselves, there's a catch a break. When they win that first game, I think things will be much, much better. Off
the face-off, here comes Saratoga out to center ice, headman pass, right on the stick, and in the zone it goes. In behind the net, Hearn will pick it up. Here's Chaz Hearn with it, ripping it around for Engstrom. Engstrom has it knocked away. Puck bounces in behind again. And finally, Hearn moves it out to center ice. Bouncing puck. Racing for it, Leduc. He can't catch up. And we got another penalty on Saratoga.
Yeah, it's another roughing call. This one will probably go against number 9, Jason Federico. We'll wait and see.
That happened behind the play as well.
Yeah, on the far board, just below the Raider bench. He took a punch at one of the Raider players there, gave him a little muscle, and I think it is, we'll see, it is 9. It's Jason Federico. He hasn't been out there too often. You haven't called his number a lot.
No, that's his first ice time, I'm sure. Roughing the call on Federico.
Well, he wants to get on the official stat sheet.
Yeah. Okay, Raiders on the power play. Girard after it in the zone. Knocked away. Backhanded, kept in there by Engstrom. Now the puck bounces in the stands off a couple of sticks, and we'll have a face-off inside Saratoga territory with 3:23 remaining in the third period. It's still 5-1.
As we mentioned, 9 penalties in this period, Sal just pointing out to me, and 7 gone against the Blue Streaks. And again, the Raiders just cannot generate. That last power play, they did come out of their zone well, but they just can't click when they gain the offensive zone.
Off the face-off, back to the blue line. Hearn keeps it in. Goes to Andy Girard in the corner. Girard dropping it back for Tad Engstrom. Engstrom stick handles. Flips it to Girard in behind the net. Back to Engstrom. Engstrom back to the blue line. Chaz Hearn with it. Back to Engstrom. Engstrom flips it by, but he's knocked out of the play. The puck sits in the circle, and now it's dumped down the ice. 3 minutes to play. And Ian Francia, and we have another whistle and a slash behind the play. I think that's going to go against Massena's Tad Engstrom.
It will be Tad Engstrom. He was a little frustrated. Big Phil Eustace did an excellent job, but Engstrom trying to work his way out of the corner along the boards, and Eustace would have nothing. He just played the man and took him to the boards, which was a good smart play and a good legal play, and Engstrom retaliated with a stick, and official Mike Eggleston right there on the call. So that'll negate the power play.
55 seconds left in the Saratoga penalty, and now the Massena penalty goes on the board, so it'll be 4-on-4 for 55 seconds.
So that's the, as Sal informs me, that's the 10th penalty of the period.
Off the face-off, puck right on. Save made, rebound, and the Saratoga forward fanned on the shot, or he would have had a goal after the save was made. Wide open net, but he couldn't get a stick on it. That was, let me see here, number 29, Jeff Snow, who's seeing his first action. May have had a chance to have one of his first goals of the year. And here comes Francia. And he fanned on the clearing pass, and Snow almost stole it from him. He gets it back again. He'll dump it on the other side, Hearn. Hearn, with a little problem, finally gathers it in, throws it back in front. Picked up there by the Blue Streaks, and they dump it behind the Massena net. Raiders can't even get out of their own end right now on the forecheck. Finally, they clear it out to center ice. Here's Menkes. Dumps it deep in Saratoga territory. Payne way out of his net to clear it around the boards for Jeff Snow, who bangs it out to center ice. Sidden is there, Jeremy Sidden, flipping it around the boards and back in Saratoga territory. That's going to be Peter Deloria picking it up there. He flips it on the wing. The Streaks are on the power play now as they clear it out to center ice. Picked up there by Dion. He flips it across, but it's going to be an offsides, as just a little bit ahead of the play was Adam Finken.
Coach Bobby Santamore getting some of these youngsters some ice time. He's got enough. He doesn't need any more goals, and he's got a lot of youngsters out there haven't seen a lot of ice time. And they had his 2 young freshmen out there, Delorier and Dion, both freshmen, 5'9", Delorier 130 and Dion 5'6", 135. So they had a couple of mighty mites back on the point. And they looked pretty good out there.
Yeah, they did. Okay, to take the face off, as the puck goes right up into the stands off the draw. That is Pat Koff taking the face-off for Saratoga. Some players out there getting a chance to play. Brian Carroll will take the face-off for Massena. 1:43 left in the third period, 5-1. After this game, the championship game between St. Francis and St. Thomas Aquinas. Off the draw, puck sits at the circle, and it bounces free. It's picked up by Jeremy Sidden, who moves it out to center ice. It trickles inside Saratoga territory. Duffy flips it back to the Massena line. Buffum is there for the Raiders. Back out to neutral ice. Intercepted, back in the zone. After it is Sidden again. He'll gather it in, bang it ahead. Moves it on the wing to Matt Job. Job out to center ice. Dumped right back inside Massena territory. Raiders just trying to move it ahead. And the penalties elapsed, by the way, so we're back to 5-on-5 plus the goaltenders. Puck comes back to the blue line. dumped in the zone. Here's a sharp angle shot, and Spatafor holds onto it. That shot taken by Fennessy. He had nothing to shoot at, though.
1:02 left in this hockey game, and the Saratoga Blue Streaks will head back down to their home base with the, I guess you say, the consolation of the Massena tournament, and they'll move to 6-2 on the season. And again, I expect to see them in Utica come February.
There are 2 losses going to St. Joe's and St. Francis this year. So here comes Massena's Northrop ahead to Park. Park trying to feed the wing. That's Matt Murphy, but it's knocked away from him and out to center ice. Right there's Carroll. He gets hooked. There's a penalty call. That was definitely a penalty, but you didn't need to call it at this juncture.
That's exactly right. It's 45 seconds left. It's 5-1. Both these clubs want to get in the locker room, and it was an incident. Didn't do it intentionally. Got the stick hooked in there, but I mean, it was a penalty. But that time, I just think you put the whistle on the other side and in the pocket.
It certainly wasn't a aggressive penalty.
No. So
Justin Clark, then half for hooking.
Again, we're talking judgment. 45 seconds remaining in the period. 5-1 our score in favor of Saratoga. Here comes Massena in the zone. That's Matt Murphy trying to center it to Northrop, breaking. Northrop gets tied up. The puck dumped down the ice by the Streaks. Foot race, Park racing in after it, and is cleared into the corner by Massena goaltender Nathaniel Spatafor. Carroll picks it up. 25 seconds left out to center ice. Here's Northrop with it. Takes it across, skates right down the middle, slides it free. It comes back to Carroll out by the blue line. Carroll circles. Here's Carroll with it, dropping it off to Park. Park skates in, winds up shot, rebound in the net. The Raiders get their second goal, and I do believe that Murphy may have tipped it in.
Well, wait and see. Good things happen when you get a shot on net, and that's the first Raider shot on net in at least 4 or 5 power plays. And David Park shot it from the point. We'll wait and see if Matt Murphy did tip it in front, but it just got by goaltender Mark Payne. He got a piece of it, but not enough. But the Raiders on the board and not quitting out there, battling right to the end.
Now it's Park getting the goal.
David Park took the shot from the point.
Carroll gets the assist, and Northrop picking up an assist as well. And the time ticks down as racing in after it is Matt Murphy, centers it in front. Smith gets a shot off at the buzzer. It goes wide, and that'll take care of the game. A 5-2 game. It's again a bad luck goal. Turn this one around. Oh, he almost. Yeah, I guess he did keep it in. He did. Here's Whitcomb. Sit in. Oh, he almost. Yeah, I guess he did keep it in. We'll just do the first goal, Coach.
First Massena goal?
Yeah, that's when they were still in the game.
Okay.
Eric Rubin. And number 21, Tim Reed.